Many people in the world today, when given opportunity, they would wish to settle near the water source because of the cool environment. Water brings refreshment. Well, people often say water is life, but wait until you see people get drowned into the water. This is the setting of the gospel text of today. And let us dive into the real narrative of the gospel text of today together. The first year of the church, the 19th Sunday in the ordinary time. Today's gospel is the story of Jesus walking on the water. And how did it happen? This is the setting of the gospel. The disciples of Jesus, they were with him. After witnessing this miraculous feeding of the multitude of people, Jesus tells them to get into the boat and move to the other side while he remained to dismiss the crowds. Then in the fourth watch of the night, the disciples, they see him walking on the water. Like any other person, they became terrified. Fear entered them, and Jesus calmed them in this word: do not be afraid, it is I. And Peter said, Lord, if it is you, bid me come to you. And Jesus said, come. Peter got up and began to walk towards Jesus. But looking back, looking at the waves, at the strong wind in the water, Peter began to sink. And he shouted, Lord, save me. And Jesus came to his rescue. The cry of Peter is a powerful prayer that any other person, any other believers needs to adopt in whatever situation we might be going through. Is it unemployment? Is it poverty? Is it mourning the death of our dear ones, our lovers? We should always cry out, Lord, save me. The invitation of Peter by Jesus, it is the invitation to all of us. God's invitation cuts across. God's invitation for his creatures, especially us, humanity, has no boundary. From all eternity, God has longed that we dwell with him, that we sit with him, that we reign with him in eternity. We have been invited, and Jesus, God is inviting us every day to take part in the life of the Trinity, to take part in the life of divinity. The boat, the church fathers tells us that the boat is a symbol of the church. And the waves, the wind in the water symbolizes the many problems that the church has gone through for a very long time within space and time. We might be going through a lot. But who do we look to? Our help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. Jesus is inviting me and you to come to him. And we should always remember that whatever kind of life we live within space and time, there will always be challenges, there will always be problems of life. But where do we run to? Where do we turn to? Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. Jesus walking on the water manifested absolute power over nature. God's power at play manifested God's power over nature. Water naturally is the habitat of evil. But in the book of Genesis, the story of creation, we read that the Spirit of the Lord hovers over the water. Hovers over the water. The Spirit of the Lord. The Holy Spirit hovers over the water. God's power. St. Thomas Aquinas tells us that the grace of God is absolutely built on nature. God's power, grace is built on nature. We see God's power at work at play over nature. We are still alive. We are living because of the grace of God.